Alright, I'm gonna try and do this and I'll put the light on, even though my face is all red right now. Actually, it's not as red as I thought it would be. But anyways, today is Tuesday, July 26th. It's 10:34 in the night time, and it's almost work time right now for me. I'm just waiting for the Chick-fil-A people to be closer to done, because I have to work right now at the Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna do it by myself because Marco fell asleep, so I have to work by myself tonight. I was actually gonna have someone else come in with me today and pay him $35 because I figured that Marco would probably flake out on me or not want to do it or something. But it ended up turning out he said he would come, but then he fell asleep. And I had told all the people that said they could come, never mind. And I would have told them to come now because I'm pretty sure some of them probably would still be willing to come now. But the thing is, I kind of wasted money paying $100 to Diana for rent, because we never pay rent. Like, we always have tried to, but she's never taken our money, even just like $20-$50, but she never wants us to take it. She always wants us to save it. The thing is, with Marco, it's impossible to save money. Like, it's impossible to save money with him. I mean, I'm not the best at saving money, but I can save money. Like, at least, I could save a couple $100 within a month or two. Like, I could do it if I really, was doing it on my own and wanted to. But with him, it's impossible. Like, he just, I don't know, he can't have money and just not spend it. He has to fucking go and spend it and go and be out doing stuff and wasting money. Not necessarily on things we don't need all the time. I mean, there's stuff that we need a lot of the times, but not at that exact moment. Like, there are things that can wait another few months for us to save up a little more money, but he just, he just likes to just buy stuff. I think that's the bottom line. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to my mom and dad's house. I went there last night. I stayed there after all, but I thought that we could still work it out, but it's just not gonna help. I'm pretty sure he relapsed again, and he's just not wanting to admit it. He's just wanting to play the victim and act like we're all just being assholes to him for no fucking good reason. And that's his, prerogative if that's what he wants to think, but that's not the case. That's not what it is. It's not that we don't want to, or that we want to bug him, or antagonize him. It's that we don't want him to die from an overdose, or to go into that road and just drain more money and start pawning shit and doing all kinds of shit just to make up for the lack of money to fund his addiction. Because that's essentially what it's going to come down to if I don't leave and show him that I'm not going to put up with that. And it sucks because it's like a cycle that's been happening and happening and happening again and again and again. But it's like every time that it starts over, when it's good, it's like I feel like there's hope for my baby to have her family together. for us to be nice and a good progressive couple, you know, because we start doing good in our business and moving along and getting shit done. And he gets better, like a little better each time, you know. When I come back, he's a little bit nicer just in everyday life. But then when it comes down to, you know, these moments, he just turns back, reverts back to that person, that mean, ugly person. And it's not something I want to have, you know, because it's like I already struggle with my mean, ugly person that I try to contain and, you know, keep in check and try and heal. And I can't, you know, do that when I'm with somebody that's just constantly, you know, triggering my anger. Because that's basically what happens. I get triggered and I'm trying to, you know, be understanding and reasonable and not lose my shit. But it's like, there's only so much I can do, you know. I'm trying to do a lot of stuff right now. I also have my AWAS meeting in a couple days again. And we're going to talk about the lawsuit, you know, what's going on with that. And we have to make some decisions there. And I wanted to have my nonprofit presentation ready to show them. And, you know, my idea for the Free Energy Entertainment Center, I wanted to have that all set up to show them. And I'm having to deal with this, you know. It's a big hindrance in my progress with all of that stuff. It's very hard. It's very hard to deal with. And I just waste so much time just being so angry and frustrated because of this. And it's like men have the ability, especially men like Marco, who are very like traditional, like masculine. They want to be, you know, the man. They have very like limited thresholds for what they can take in an emotional conversation. And when you get to a certain point, they want to like cut you out and stop. They don't want to talk anymore because it's, you know, getting too real for them, too deep, whatever. They just say that you're getting annoying and frustrating them, you know, because you're asking questions, talking, pestering, whatever. You're trying to communicate, essentially. That's what I'm trying to do. And they just shut you out. They just shut you out. Then they start being mean to you, you know, telling you that you're, you know, emotional, you're just crying, or they make fun of you, you know, because you're crying, and they make it a big deal like it's nothing. And that's just because they don't have the ability to be able to, like, you know, have empathy for themselves, basically, for those feelings of, well, their feelings, basically. They can feel sorry for themselves real good. They can't feel empathy for themselves. They can't really dig deep and really understand, you know, what's going on with them and why they're like that, and try to make the situation better for themselves. You know, they just rather just ignore it and pretend like it never happened, and then just keep going with their toxic perspectives on things and their toxic ways on how to handle fucking conflict, or disagreements, I should say, because it's not even always conflict, it's just disagreement. And I don't want to rant about that anymore. I didn't even make this video really to rant about Marco and the stuff going on with us. I wanted to actually talk about my plans, you know, because I was actually came here to cry to the fucking parking lot. I haven't done this in a while, but I came here early to work to cry so I could just let a little bit out, because I've just been holding most of it in all day, just trying to not, like, you know, lose my shit. But I kind of lost it a little towards the end, because I was just like, just surrounded in mess in the room, just surrounded in mess. And it's mess that, you know, that I'm trying to clean. I've been trying to clean, and it's difficult, you know, to do it. And I've got my clothes all over the place because I just came back, and I was like, oh, should I unpack or just leave it? Because I'm not even sure if I'm gonna stay tonight. Like, and I just left it, you know, because of how things were going. And I was like, I don't think I'm gonna stay here. Like, and he fell asleep. Fuck. So for sure, I'm not gonna stay there. Like, you leave me alone, literally, like, to have all the responsibility, like, emotionally and, like, actually, physically. I have to fucking deal with everything, and I'm just so sick and tired of it. And he says he's sick and tired of me. He says he wants to, you know, have me gone and whatever, if it's better for us to not fight or whatever. So I'm like, okay, then I'll just leave right now to my parents, and what am I doing here? And then he starts guilt tripping me that I'm leaving and running away, like making it seem like I'm the one that's just not trying. God, that gets me so mad. Like, and then I just want conflict. That's the fucking worst one, that I just want conflict. I just want fucking drama. I just want trouble. That's what everybody thinks, just because I am somebody that is not afraid to challenge drama or trouble, or that has the ability in me to go beyond and above what anybody could bring out during those conflicts of drama and trouble. People think I like it, that I fucking want it, that I fucking that I cause it, and I don't. I try so hard not to have things, you know, be shitty. You know, I think I'm the only person in the fucking world right now who's actually coming up with a real, legitimate solution to our fucking problems on this world, like, on a grand scale. Like, I don't think there's anybody right now on the planet who's coming up with the ideas that I have, that I'm doing right now, that I'm making, that I'm bringing into fruition, that I'm actually going to continue doing, no matter how much people try to fucking put me down, or how much they fucking try to make it seem like I'm wasting my time because it's fucking pointless or it's not possible. I don't fucking care what those people say. I'm still doing it. And it's hard. And it's just hard because of all that negativity. If I had help, if I had support, if I had people that were actually, like, you know, looking at me with interested eyes and, you know, open minds when I'm talking to them about the stuff that could happen, that can be done if we just fucking do them, then I wouldn't feel like it's so hard doing it. But it's just hard. It's hard. It's like everybody just wants me to give up. They're just like, fuck this place. Fuck it. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. Just fuck it off. Just survive and struggle until you die. Just survive as best you can. Starve a little one day if you have to. Maybe have a little fucking day without light or heat, just to conserve energy a bit. or air. I can't stay with him because I'm just being the worst to my baby when I'm around him and he's getting me mad. I'm just... And I hate it because I hate to admit this, but I feel like I blame her sometimes within my heart for having to be with him, because I had already left him before I found out I was pregnant, and I wasn't planning on going back. I wasn't gonna go back that time. I hadn't talked to him for a while, actually. And then I found out I was pregnant, and I told him. It wasn't pretty in the beginning when I told him. He wasn't happy about it either. But, I mean, I was unhappy that, it was with him, but I was happy that I was going to have a baby. And I was going to do it by myself at first. I didn't even... If you watch my YouTube video of the day I was giving birth, I was at my parents' house. I wasn't even with him because he was in rehab, and I was telling him, I'm not going to be with you if you're going to be all fucked up like that. I don't want my baby being around that. I don't want her raised like that. No, I'll try. And then I'll go to rehab. And he went and sobered up. For a little while. And I hate that. I feel that way because I take it out when I'm in those moments of frustration that I'm with him and he just doesn't care. Like, I'm just like, God, man, like, and then he throws that in my face when we're mad, fighting, arguing. And I'm trying to tell him how he is with her, and he starts throwing it in my face. Oh, that's how you are. That's yours. You do this, you yell, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm not proud of it. I'm not. I know I'm wrong. I admit I'm wrong. Like I've admitted here on my vlogs how many times like I've regretted like yelling at her, or getting mad at her, like. I've said it so many times because I don't like that I do it. I fucking hate it. I hate that I do it. Fucking hate it. But he doesn't. He encourages me sometimes. He wants me to be meaner to her sometimes. And it's like, just pay attention to her feelings, dude. Like, that's all you need to do is just, she wants attention from you. Just give her attention. Like, just stop fucking treating her like she's a fucking grown person already. She's a little baby. She doesn't know how to deal with her feelings. I mean, obviously we don't either, but we know more than her. Shit. We could at least be understanding at the very least, and not fucking try and traumatize her more. And I could do that too. I know I can, and I don't always. But I try. I fucking try. I try my hardest, my damnedest. I fucking try so hard. And I think I do pretty good considering how much fucking rage I have within me, how much anger that I have. I think I do pretty damn good. Especially when we're alone, when it's just me and her, I don't really get onto her as much as when we're all together. Because she doesn't misbehave as much. She's not feeling all the anxiety between us and acting out because of it. That's why kids act out. If they feel their parents all fighting and civilized to each other, basically, they start acting out. They can't help it. That's just their way of coping. To work.